Come on, we're doing a left turner, and then all of a sudden, what's just happened?
The engine had failed. The altitude was low, and the airspeed even lower. Can they survive?
Yes, they can. I'm editing this after the fact and I'm perfectly okay. So's Doug and so is the plane. But listen, it's a cool thing to try, taking off from one runway and landing on another one. Not something you try every day. So stick around for the video. It's the last landing in the video. And if you enjoy the video, please give it a like. Thanks.
Hi boys and girls, welcome back to another video. One underneath the wing of 042. Better go and fly with Doug. You've seen Doug before, we flew a Cessna.
These things just float for days.
Today we're in the Cherokee. Much better aeroplane.
And you can taxi us out to Romeo 7. Get a feel for it. I think this thing is a little bit easier to taxi than a Cessna because the pedals actually work without using the brakes.
Oh, jeez, oh.
Yeah.
Like power steering.
Yeah, right. Wow. New
Hey,
world.
really, Batman.
New world.
New world. It's like I was born again.
Second ground, Cherokee 32042 coming off on Romeo 7, Foxtrot, touch and goes.
November 32042, exec ground, runway 25 at Alpha 2, taxi via Bravo Alpha. So 624, climbing main.
So it's weird because, you know, you sit on the wing on an airliner and you see the wing on the, you know, below you. And,
Yeah.
and it looks more normal to be looking out and seeing that wing.
It does, right?
On the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, I prefer the feel of being in this thing. Like I did, but when I was doing my PPL, I did both training in both the Cherokees and Cessnas. I actually finished my PPL in a Cessna, and just always preferred just a low wing. It just feels right to me.
So the real good thing is when you're coming in, what happens, you know, coming into ground effect and the flare, and, and the nose is different, so how does that look as opposed to looking down the end of the runway?
Right, I usually still teach, you know, regardless of whatever, look at the end of the runway, hold the nose up to it. And this thing, compared to the Cessna, is a lot more back pressure in my opinion. You'll feel it. You kind of just get it over the runway at a nice airspeed. 65 knots is the final approach speed. Kind of pull the power back, start slowly bringing that nose up to the end of the runway, and you should be okay. So I'll give you an indication of what I want to see. Center line, I saw a runway 25, we know we're on the right runway.
25.
25. Heels to the floor fully. Wind is slightly off the right, so give myself some right correction. And off we go. Temperature and pressures okay. Center line. Airspeed's alive.
Executive tower.
60.
Come back in.
65. And just a nice little rotation. Oh, welcome to the sky, brother.
All right.
131.
So airspeeds that I use when I'm being the numbers on downwind, I'll bring the power back to 1700 RPM, one notch of flaps, obviously below the white arc, and I'll aim for about 80 knots in a descent, and then on base, second notch of flaps, slow it down to 75, sorry.
75, yeah.
75, and then third notch of flaps on final with 65.
Are you able to do a short approach, or would you rather do a tight left 360 midfield?
We can do a short approach to 42.
Warrior 042, make short approach, runway 25, cleared, touch and go, you're inside a saber liner, 8 mile final.
Alright, roger, short approach approved, clear touch and go for 25042. Alright, short approach, so I'm just idling it, but still I'll give you an indication. So one notch of flaps, I give myself a couple of rolls of trim down to help me keep that nose down. And I'm just going to keep it idle, but we'll do the same procedure. On base, I'm looking for 75 knots.
I can actually see the runway.
Exactly. Oh man, got the runway in a turn.
Jerk. I'm a complete jerk.
327.
So second notch of flaps, 75 knots. Again on the inside scale. That might be confusing at first, but I'm all the way idle. Nice little short approach here. Myself the turn now.
Tower, traffic, short final for Cherokee, you're number 2, runway 25.
We don't need any power.
300 at 12.
Very good, number 2, clear for left.
And last notch of flaps. I'll let the plane kind of slow itself down, yeah. kind of just play with it. And then I kind of want to get you to look at the sight picture here, because it might be a little bit different for you than the Cessna, and I'll kind of feel this crosswind as well, so I'm going to add a little bit of power there, because I feel myself dropping a little bit too fast. But I got the airspeed. I'm not going to look at that airspeed anymore, because I know it's fine coming over the runway. And then for crosswind controls, I usually just dip the wing into the wind, just a little bit of left rudder to maintain the centre line. And I'm going power idle now, and I'm just holding that nose, looking at the end of the runway, and just holding the nose up to it. And you see how much I'm pulling back.
Okay.
And then it's this is how far I'm pulling back. Just look at the yoke.
Okay,
that's how far back I'm going. So
that's sweet.
A little bit to the right centre line, but I'll take it. And we're back in the sky. Welcome back to it.
Alright. Yeah, that was sweet, especially on a tight approach.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's good. I like stuff like that because it's testing, you know. Alright, brother. Your controls. Stop f***ing up. Nice. Good centre line control as well. We didn't drift at all.
Warrior 042, your choice on this one, left 360 or an extended downwind. I got a jet coming in and I got one departing in between.
We'll extend the downwind 320042.
Warrior 042, traffic follows at your 1 o'clock, little over a mile, 1,400 feet on final.
Traffic inside 042.
Warrior 042, caution turbulence, follow that traffic. Number 2, runway 25, cleared touch and go.
Following the traffic, number 2, 042, clear touch and go. When you hit the flaps,
yeah,
it's one.
Yeah, just one notch. You'll feel it, and it'll click. There you go. So that's one notch there, and you felt the nose kind of want to rise, so you kind of control it. I am showing we're very low at the moment.
Right.
So just
I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to maintain center line while keeping that speed.
Right.
Echo 2 to Atlantic 404 grounds here.
You go, and you're doing the right thing. Kind of just holding altitude.
All right.
Nice. That's going to help you bump you up a little bit. There you go. You got one wide. You're in a good position now. So this view that you've got of the runway here is perfect. It's a really good view. There you go. So you just take one glance at that airspeed. It's a little bit high. So just bring that nose up just a little bit. Pull that power back. There you go. There you go. Now the speed's bleeding off. Now you're in a perfect position, so just bring it a little bit lower. And then now kind of start to slowly pull it up. Oh, that's a beautiful landing.
Alright. Flaps.
Flaps. Bye. See ya.
Way off the center line. I'll take it though.
A little bit, yeah. Smooth landing. First one in a Cherokee. We'll take it, man. Take it. Welcome back to the sky.
Alright. Thank you.
How do you feel?
Well, you know, it's an extended final, and I was just concentrating on, you know, power.
Yeah.
No flaps, power, speed, power.
Yeah, right.
Watch the runway, keep that left rudder in.
Yep. That was a nice landing. You did it, but I saw at first as you were pulling back, it was kind of a little bit of a jerk.
Oh yeah. And
it destabilized, but then you kind of settled it down, and it was a really nice touchdown. You pulled back enough. It was beautiful. Very nice.
32042, Conway Jones to depart Falcon, report in sight. Runway 25 clear for the option.
Clear for the option. 32042. Now we're looking 1700.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we got about 85. Gonna look for 75.
So just give yourself one notch flaps. Yep. It's gonna help you with it.
There we go. A little bit tighter than I probably should have.
I like it though, because it brings you in a little bit higher and it allows you to steepen that descent angle. Gives you a nice view of the runway, and then you can slowly flare it. You get a good picture. I don't like coming in too far out, because you just drag it in, you know? Beautiful airspeed.
Start to turn a little bit sooner because
the wind,
pushed.
Right, exactly. That's it, man. That's it. You don't need me.
Yeah, I do. Don't say that. You want to go somewhere? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Out to the practice area?
Well, no. If you want to fly somewhere that you haven't got enough PIC, or you want to do that, or I don't know.
I mean, if you don't mind, I mean, you do this one and then I'll do a couple of landings and then we'll call it a day.
All right, that's fine with me.
Do a couple of funky kind of landings.
Yeah.
Felt it drop away and then hold it back. Mic trolls?
You got it.
Mic trolls. Good job though, man.
Thank you.
Good job. For the last one, I'll do this one, and then for the last one, I'm going to request and see if they'll let us go to like 1,000 feet on upwind, and then chop the power and land on 7.
Oh, yeah.
Do an emergency impossible turn if we can. These winds are going to be brutal to do it though, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it is bumpy, I mean.
Yeah.
It's definitely bumpy.
Yeah.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
When you have someone next to you.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Not your daughter next to you freaking out.
Right. No, man, but you've done a great job. You've done a fantastic job. Never having flown a Cherokee before. How have you felt? You felt good?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you see the runway, the airplane acts like an airplane coming in.
Yeah.
And I think you have more visibility outside the window, like here too.
I do.
Visibility. Wind 29014, gust 19.
Cliff, did you the option for runway 25 for 02? I got a request for you as well. Any chance after this touch and go, can we take it to about 1,000 feet on upwind and do a power off approach to 7? Is that possible? Just thinking, what the fuck?
No, 32042, I have your request. Stand by.
I'm going to try and land this on the blocks.
No, 32042, and on this go, just see on right core traffic for runway 25, and I have your request.
Alright, ready. Alrighty, bringing it in, 80 knots. A little bit too fast, there you go, 75. Alright, I want to aim for a couple of centerline strikes before the 1,000-foot markers. Because I want to land on the 1,000-footers. Way too high. Just the headwind on the final is like so much lift. And then there he goes, drops away.
Drops away, yeah.
Slow.
It was crazy, because like you get over from the water and then boom.
Right, yeah.
Dropped them,
exactly.
Power. And
exactly.
I'm like, geez, am I going to make the threshold?
Yeah, right. Alright, slow it down. That's 65. I got my nose on the second centerline strike before. That's my usual aiming point. But of course, it's all judgment. I want to be power off and flaring at that point at 65. There's my 65. Golden. Power is off.
Yeah, look at this. Right on the dead stick. Right on the center line.
There you go.
Look at that. Crazy.
There it is. And flaps up into the wind. Full power. Here we go. 65. I rotate. So he said go right traffic. I want to see if we can end on that impossible turn.
Right.
We see it's good for you to sit there and kind of watch as well, because you see
this
technique, you know.
I love this stuff.
And in reference to your request on the next pass, would you be interested in a option for 25 and then on the go entering a left base for runway 31?
Yeah, we could do that. We could simulate the power off to 31 for 042.
No, 30. Correction, number 32042. Roger. Just continue on right down for runway 25 and you can expect it.
Alright, Roger. Right down in 25 and I'll expect that for 042. Alright, so it's not quite the impossible turn, but it simulates that we're coming off the runway and we have an engine failure.
Right.
So we'll do it to the opposite, the crossing runway 31 for a left base. And we'll keep it below 900 for the Bravo that's just south of that. A little bit of fun.
Yeah.
A little bit of practice, right?
3-1. Perfectly good runway they never use.
I know,
they don't want people to bust the air.
042, runway 25, clear for the option, and on the go, left base for runway 31.
Alright, clip the option, runway 25 on the go, left base 31 for 042. That'll be a full stop.
Roger. No, 042 on your go for runway 25, you expect that clearance for runway 31.
I'm sorry, say again, 042?
042 on the go for 25, you can expect your clearance for 31.
Okay, on the go, we'll expect the clearance for 042. 1700, 1 notch flaps, keep it in as short as possible, to be honest with it. 80 knots, get that descent going.
Sorry.
No, you're right, you're okay. I'm just going to drop the power, give myself more flaps here.
Wind 31013.
So it's actually favouring 3-1. Power's all the way back. It's kind of like our little playground. I'm liking this.
I know.
I'm enjoying this, man. Alrighty, back into a position. Airspeed's fine. I'm high. I got my last notch of flaps in. A bit of a slip. Descent rate. Back to normal. A lot of people, when they're doing slips, they keep the power in there. It defeats the point of a slip.
Right.
Alright, center line. Let's go. Let's give this a nice little touchdown if we can. I'm just going to keep holding it and see if I can get the stall warning going. That's a little balloon. There's the warning.
There it is.
A little bit heavier than I usually do, but... Alright, here's the cool one. Let's do the cool one.
This guy's going to wait.
Yeah. 65, or rotate it. Welcome back to the sky. I'm just going to take it up.
Do you want me to come forward or back?
No, you're fine. You're fine where you are. Yeah. I'll bring it around, simulate that we're doing like a left turn out here.
Love this move.
Come on, we're doing a left turn out, and then all of a sudden, what's just happened? Alright, we lost the engine, okay. 73 knots is what I'm going for. Nice little accelerated stall there, there's my 73 knots. I'm bringing it all the way around into 3-1 if I can. We're looking good, I know I'm a little bit high, but I've got a pretty big hefty turn to do onto final, but at least I'm going directly towards the numbers, or going towards the runway. I know I've made the runway, first notch of flaps, second notch of flaps, I know we're going to be high. I can bring my last notch of flaps in, and just bring it in for 3-1, we made the runway, man. Wow. Wow, wow. Here it is. Nothing saying that it has to be pretty.
Good morning, Orlando.
It's just got to be safe, airspeed's perfect, we're in line for the runway. I'm pleased with that, brother.
LA Team 2, we're over. LA Team,
I'm happy.
LA Team ramp with information.
We got no power, just bring it in. It's in center line.
Team 2, hold your position.
LA Team 2, hold position.
Let it settle. There she goes.
What a move. Love that move.
That's sick, brother. I'm happy with that.
Love that move.
32042, and say Parker.
Atlantic for 042.
32042, right turn Echo 4 on ground point 4.
Echo 4 and over the ground. Thanks for letting us do that for 042.
Yeah, but that worked out well for you.
Yeah, man. It's good to practice stuff like that because it's not normal stuff, you know? So it's good to come out in the right conditions, kind of make it happen.
Playground. That's going to look sweet.
Yeah, man. The thing about it is, the power's gone. Best glide speed immediately. Get it down to 73 knots in this thing, and it'll get you there. So not quite the impossible turn, but a cool one though, man.
Cheers.
Well then, boys and girls, that's been Doug again.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, it's good. You performed better in this than you did in the Cessna. I'm telling you that right now. All right, boys and girls, we're done for the day. Thanks to Doug for being with us. Enjoyed you. You'll probably see Doug again. I've been teasing Doug coming back for a while, and he's finally came back. So if you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. Let me know you enjoyed it. Get in the comments and get yourself subscribed if you're not. Thanks for being here as we're rolling onto the tee.